Alright, we should be live. Yeah. Awesome. I just need to share it around. Okay, only a few seconds of delay. I'll wait for people to get in. Awesome. Ari, hi. Hello, welcome. I should also probably stream it to here as well, so that way people can watch in here without needing to hear themselves on the thing. I guess I can just stream my OBS screen, maybe? Yeah, that works.
Amp hands.
You.
Yes.
Alrighty. Das Buchen.
I'm playing RuneScape, and there's an entire quest that is just Resident Evil. It's been like 30 minutes so far. It's so long.
Wow.
Record a video.
You should tell Peyote to watch this as well.
Well,
Listening to Final Fantasy Lo-Fi.
it is making a video right now, I guess.
I will wait for a little bit for people to filter in. Got a cool map.
No Far East recipes.
Alrighty. It is time to begin. Dramatic reading of Final Fantasy Online Cookbook. Final Fantasy XIV Online Cookbook. Written by Victoria Rosenthal. That sounds familiar. Huh.
Hi.
What? Hi, Rathalos. The Essential Culinarian's Guide to Heidelin. Written by this little fuckwad. And also, a Moogle, I think. See if I can adjust my light a little bit. There we go. And the table of contents that we will not read because I want to find the stuff by surprise. I have looked at like a few recipes before now, but otherwise I have no clue what's waiting for me. Also, this was totally not a rushed stream at all. I totally wasn't drawing the little like pixel avatar thing at 2 o'clock when I was supposed to be starting the stream. Definitely not.
Well, it looks so good.
Yeah. Okay, what kind of voice would Mr. Gourmand Gyohan, the fuckwad fish, have?
I don't know.
Blubbing bubble noises.
Yes.
Ah, okay. Victoria Rosenthal did other video game recipe books, which, according to Rain,
What was? The Destiny
Destiny, yeah.
Cookbook.
Welcome to my greatest creation yet. This must be the very start of your journey through the wonderful world of cooking. A tasty adventure for all. Yes. Ah, but I must introduce myself first. I am Gourmand Gyohan, the soon-to-be famous Namazu culinarian. Back in Doro Ilo. That's how it's said, right?
I don't know.
Well, yeah. We Namazu...
I can't figure out where you are in the paragraph.
Right here. I should zoom in more. I think that's as far as it zooms. Oh no, it zooms more. Awesome. Quality isn't too great, but... We Namazu are hosting a great festival for all to come and enjoy. You will, yes. Perhaps you will visit and spend lots of money, yes. You see, this festival is necessary if we are to avoid calamity and save our people. And a festival without the best food around is no festival at all. Really setting the stakes already. I decided to become the best cook around and strive for culinary greatness. But out of the blue, I was visited by greatness themselves. You know the Warrior of Light, yes. I was working on a new cooking collaboration and requested Sagetsu send someone to assist. To my surprise, the Warrior of Light shows up at my campfire, offering a hand. They did what I asked, to help me create a great dish of Namazu stylings, and the results were still mediocre. A disappointment. Far less disappointing than all my previous attempts. And the components the Warrior of Light contributed were delicious, inspiring. After they left, I decided that my proud Namazu training would never make me the gourmand I wanted to be, so I departed on the first ship crossing the Ruby Sea. I was seeking the Bismarck, a great restaurant where the Warrior of Light first trained. But the ship I boarded ended up in very cold, freezing Kurthis. Man, even in the cookbook, your player character has an important role. WoW has nothing on this.
Oh yeah.
Okay, Moogle voice. What do Moogles sound like? Because I need to find
The
something.
next annoyance.
Were you going to introduce? Goofy. Were you going to introduce your co-writer, Koopo? Or am I going to have to save you like I did when you were a frozen fish in the highlands? I am Mogria, a master of meandering. I was part of the Mogmenders, but they're always getting their hands dirty. I'm far too busy seeing all the great sights across Hydaelyn, and none are greater than the places the Warrior of Light has been. I had gotten word that they were seen in Ishgard, so I was on my way when I came across 2 fish legs sticking out of the snow. I was quite surprised to find a Namazu all the way out here, almost frozen solid. And I took him home to Mogholm to thaw out. Once Gyohan was warm enough to talk, I learned of his cooking journey, and just how bad his sense of direction is, Koopo. Indeed, indeed. I was certain I was headed in the correct direction, but Mogria saved my fins from certain disaster. She's quite talented at getting around, you see. So I asked if she could take me to the Bismarck, to which she replied, Koopo, Koopo, I'm already late for my Warrior of Light visit. Another time, Koopo. I was shocked, floored. What a coincidence that I was seeking the same person. I do not sound like that, but it's true. We have the same admiration for the Warrior of Light, and realized our goals are the same. Gyohan dreams of being a great chef, following the legend of the Warrior of Light, and I want to go to every locale they have graced, making us the perfect combo, Koopo. So I grabbed my sketchbook and Gyohan his skillet, and off we went. This book is the result of our masterful cooperation. We hope you enjoy the amazing food and images from all the places our hero visited, Koopo. Yes, yes, and please visit our festival. Watsoi! And that has like an overview of all the locations. I could read through all of this, but this is a lot of text. I might. This is a comprehensive dramatic reading of a cookbook. Once Magria set me in the right direction, I arrived at the epicenter of Eorzean cuisine, Limsa Lominsa, one of the city-states of Eorzea. I learned that all great chefs, the Warrior of Light included, got their start training under head chef Lingseth Dusfalkson. I think I got that right. At the illustrious Bismarck. If I'm going to be the best Namazu chef on Hydaelyn, it was only natural that I follow suit. Yes, yes? Limsa Lominsa is a port city, making it the perfect crossroads for cuisine of all types and varieties to mingle into beautiful dishes. Because of the major fishing expeditions launched from Limsa Lominsa and its seafaring population, many of these dishes are inspired by the sea itself. Including me, because I am a fish. Little man. Kick him into space. Okay, yeah, I will skip forward for now. I do really like how it has like pages that are describing a bunch of like less common ingredients that they use in this, because not even like actually good cookbooks have that. And we are off onto breakfast. It starts off pretty quickly with the Minstrel's Ballad one, which is nice because that's one of the ones I got spoiled. The almond cream croissant. God, that looks good. I sometimes meander to the Jeweled Crozier in Ishgard when I'm bored, Koopa. It's got such great views. And the honeydew almonds from the market are almost as good as Kupo nuts. I don't like that. Do not speak of Kupo nuts. I took Johan along to show him my favorite spots, but all he cared about were the almonds that he needed to make some breakfast croissants. I guess I should have expected as much. He has such a one-track mind sometimes. I can't imagine being so interested in nuts, Kupo. No. Man.
Google Nets.
We're getting character development right off the bat. We already know that Gyohan is likes nuts.
That feels pretty good. I applied for a senior executive assistant.
These look good. The downside for making like bread stuff and pastries is they take a really long time overall. And then of course this one, the minstrel's ballad almond cream croissants expert trial. Magria and I ran into an enigmatic bard in the Rising Stones who overheard us working on our book and asked how it was going. I told him a story of how I took some delicious croissants from the market and turned them into my newest creation, almond croissants. He must have been quite impressed by my feat, yes, or perhaps he was a bit hungry? He broke out into song and performed a beautiful tale of croissant proportions. As the final notes faded, I saw within my mind a croissant primal, layers upon layers, 40 moms tall, bearing down on me. A brand new recipe coalesced in my head. What if I made the flaky, buttery croissants myself? What's I? It has fucking phases. Phase 1. Butter block.
This is good.
If the dough resists, cover it with a kitchen towel and let rest for 5 minutes.
How many pages is that recipe exactly? Is it
Just the
that
2.
page? Okay.
But still, that is a long recipe. Rest time, 27 hours. Prep time, 2 hours. Difficulty, extreme. Dodo omelette. This plainsfolk dish took me many tries to learn. A lot of whisking makes my fins hurt. A week. Eventually, the merchant at Reunion stopped selling me dodo eggs. Something about wasting food and being ungrateful, so I needed a clever disguise to purchase their wares. I borrowed some pages from Saigetsu's books and made a clever hat, but it did not work, and I had to ask Magria for help. Also, please do not tell Saigetsu. He has many books and will probably not notice. No! He made a hat out of a book. What kind of sauce is it? Tomato sauce. Oh, with like tonkatsu sauce. I think I probably covers that earlier. I think I know what that is, but thick sweet sauce. I think I've had that. It's like probably the sauce used on katsu a lot. It's very sweet. God, that sauce sounds actually really good. Like a tomato tonkatsu sweet sauce. Duck eggs, too, in particular. And then, of course, the farmer's breakfast, as shown in the thumbnail, with the amp in it. I was helping open the Bismarck, yes, when someone came into the kitchen complaining about a shipment that never arrived. The head chef figured I hadn't seen enough of Lanasha, so he sent me out to the Red Rooster Stead to pick up some fresh ingredients. When I arrived, some of the farmers were finishing their morning chores and eating breakfast. They invited me to stay for a few bites before I returned to the Bismarck. The dish was simple, very delightful, and very welcome change from some of the fancier things I had been learning to make. God, that looks so good. Like, I'm guessing that's basically just like an omelet with like kielbasa, potatoes and stuff in it. Yeah, kielbasa cut into large chunks. Oh, bacon. And shallots, whatever those are.
Ah, Schalotten. They are good. Basically a kind of onion. Not exactly onion, but close
Yeah.
enough.
Yeah, because like these things look kind of like onions, but not quite. So I'm guessing that's what those are.
Basically, imagine an onion, but thinner and longer. They are more or less oval.
I'm guessing I've had them before. I just didn't know the name for them. Oh, it's the kind of like omelet where you throw like all of the stuff together all at once. Oh no, you cook the kielbasa and then pour the eggs over it. That actually sounds really good. And of course, when I get to the end of the section, we'll be doing the tier list of ranking which ones we think I should make first. And I might even do a cooking stream. We will find out. Lanachan toast. I guess that's like French toast. Is Lanasha France?
No.
How do you know?
It's like Italy.
Italian toast?
Yeah.
Wait, holy shit. They use they use walnut bread, vanilla extract, amaretto liqueur, like heavy cream. Oh my god, this sounds so good. When I finally arrived at the Bismarck, I found head chef Das Falcon and begged him to let me work there. I wanted to train just like the Warrior of Light. He glanced at me and said, "Ha! A fish wanting to cook hors dishes. I normally task prospective chefs to make some maple syrup, but let's see you do the next step first, eh?" And he handed me a skillet and a recipe. This was a simple task, yes, but I still managed to impress the head chef, Wasoi. On coconut milk too. Oh my god. This sounds so good. This one's at least going on A tier. In terms of like before making it. Like what it seems like. Lemon waffle. Ari is kind of a lemon waffle, I think.
No. Is it just a waffle with like a lemon sauce?
Let's find out.
Waffle with lemon curd.
Huh.
It's like egg, lemon zest, lemon juice, butter, vanilla. I guess it's kind of like a lemon bar, but on a waffle. Oh, and they actually use some lemon in the waffle itself. Johann was learning how to make waffles, but he felt his recipe was missing something. He asked if I knew where any lemons were, and I said, "Oh yes, Kupo, I'll go get them." There are houses in Mist that have sun lemons growing all over the place. So I grabbed a couple and saved the dish. Maybe I could be a chef too, Kupo. I love the little side quest things for info. Nutrient-rich porridge. That's Ari.
True.
Oh my god, it's one of the little snake people. Look at them. Ah. Camera. No, stop. From Garabanya. Actually, I should have been reading like the cuisine for a lot of them, but I mean, I guess for a lot of them, they're almost all of these are Linasha. Now this one's Norvrant. It's interesting that the almond cream croissant is Kurthis, but the Minstrel's Ballad one is Norvrant. I guess that's just where they were when they found the minstrel. Or something.
Maybe.
There's lore. Okay. I've never actually had porridge. We were passing through the peaks when we stopped.
Can be quite good.
We were passing through the peaks when we stopped at a small mining town called Alagana.
Damn, I've died 6 times.
I looked around and didn't see anything fancy to eat, but the people were very welcoming and treating us to some nutrient-rich porridge. It's normally pretty simple fare, yes, but they added lots of spices from the region and made it quite a tasty treat. I just hope they didn't use all their extra spices on us. I need to pay them back. In an airtight container. What does an airtight container in 14 look like?
I know historically they were like little wooden things, just like cylinders that you could use.
Cylinder. I'm going to put Ari in a cylinder.
Okay.
Rolled oats. Lyra would like this, I think. Lyra would eat porridge.
Yes.
Then the Oriental breakfast. I remember picking this specifically as quest rewards, because it looks good. Oh my gosh, this has salmon. I'm a sucker for salmon. I heard the Warrior of Light was a big help to the Doman Liberation Front, so I made sure we visited the Doman Enclave on our travels. I thought someone told me it was a disheveled mess, Kupo, but the brand new buildings and shops were a sight to see. And we were even greeted warmly by the people there and served a beautiful yet simple breakfast arrangement, Kupo. And I think that's referring to the Doman reconstruction thing that I still haven't done because there's so much I haven't done yet.
Amp once again refuses to play 14.
I'm going to play it
From
right.
a cookbook.
I said I was going to play it after I was
Haven't
reading
even
today.
finished the game.
You.
You deserve it.
Salted salmon. Tamagoyaki. What is tamagoyaki? Oh, it's that stuff. Egg. And mirin. What is mirin? It says it earlier.
Myron.
Myron. I'm admiring you.
Yeah.
That doesn't have it back here. Oh. Royal eggs. Oh my god. Fish.
Good god, I die a lot. At least I do some sick, nasty damage.
This looks so good. I've never actually made hollandaise sauce. I've had it like very few times too, and it's pretty good. Cayenne pepper, it uses it. Sometimes the fancy people at the big houses in Ishgard make delicious feasts to celebrate special occasions. One time when the Warrior of Light visited, Johan wanted me to sneak into the kitchen and take notes on how they are preparing the feast. But I'd much rather be in the festival hall, so I grabbed the first recipe notes I saw about royal eggs and snuck back, Kupo. What's their name again? Magria. Magria does a little crime.
Sounds about right.
If Ari was a Moogle, she would probably be Magria, I think. Friends with the little fish guy that likes to cook, and also exploring the world, and also doing a little bit of crime.
True. Crime is okay.
Caught Ari on tape saying that. That's
I'll
okay.
say it again.
We do RE crime. Like, patting her on the head.
Sad.
Fucked up.
Boiled egg.
4 egg. Got the salmon with egg with holiday sauce. Oh my god, that sounds so good.
I actually don't think I've had holiday sauce before.
It's like creamy, kinda. It's effectively an egg sauce. I mean, it says how to make it here. It's egg yolk, pepper, butter. And then just boiled and whisked together, I think. Or not quite. Yeah, no. I don't know. Hey, Pog, salmon muffins.
Oh yeah, that was like the first thing that you looked at in game, and you're like, "Oh my god, that seems so good."
Or I had seen stuff before it that was like, oh my god, that, like these food items look so good. I wish I could make some of them. But this one was the first one that was like, yeah, I could reasonably make that like pretty easily. Of course, mine was nowhere near as this good. I used like frozen avocado and frozen salmon. So
Gross avocado.
but I think like if it had fresh avocado like this, it would be good.
Free avocado.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna make this recipe at some point. Also, look at the little friends. There they are. Yeah. The cheese sauce for this one is honestly what I'm most excited for. It looks so good. It's like a ricotta cheese sauce. Egg. What's special about the Wildwood scrambled eggs? Other than that they are served with mushroom. They use sour cream in the eggs. And heavy cream as well. That's interesting. I never thought to use sour cream with scrambled eggs. Mostly because I try not to use sour cream. Because I'm not a huge fan of it in a lot of cases. When it's just on its own. Mirin is like cooking sake. Yeah. You are like cooking sake, Rain. Okay. So that's breakfast. So. Me. Okay. It's very hard to type over this book. I'll do this. There we go. So A, B, C, D, I doubt we'll need an F tier. Okay. So, in breakfast. We had... it's very hard to type. We had the almond cream croissants. And then almond cream croissants EX, of course. Dodo omelette.
Could have gone better? Yes.
Okay, so now it is time for sorting. Tier list time. So, lemon waffle. Okay. So I'm going to need opinions on which ones look the most enticing.
I think I would probably eat the lemon waffle first. That and the almond cream.
I was kind of feeling like C tier on lemon waffle.
It's just like waffles, and lemon is always a good taste.
Yeah. I'll hold off on that one. I think the royal eggs are probably an easy A tier. Like egg with salmon. Anything with salmon is probably an easy A tier for me, though. What do you think of the Lahnaschian toast? The Lahnascha is totally not France toast.
I've never liked French toast.
Wow. We are learning so much about friendship today.
I need to make French toast one day.
It's basically like creamy egg mixture, dip toast or dip bread in it, fry it on
We
pan.
have something similar here. I have made it a few times, called Armer Ritter, but French toast is a bit different, so need to see how they compare. And if anyone wonders, Armer Ritter translated would be poor knight.
Okay. Doesn't seem like pretty low for you all. I will throw it in probably B tier, if that sounds accurate.
The bat and B tier, the waffle.
Bat tier. Here, no, I'm putting the waffles in B tier with it, because it evens out for us. This one, what about the porridge? This stuff.
I would try it, because porridge is good. Properly spiced porridge is better.
Got cardamom, cinnamon, ginger. Ooh, actually. I'm not feeling higher than C tier myself, but like
Yeah,
I must
it
also
seems-
add that making this will be very easy, which is a bonus.
prep time 30 minutes. It says it has a rest time of 12 hours, which is kind of...
Yeah, overnight porridge basically.
Ah,
Pop
okay.
it in the fridge. Next day you've got a very good breakfast.
Okay. It definitely seems like something I would want to make just to try it. I don't know, Ari, what are you feeling? C or D?
I give it like a C. Porridge
Okay.
isn't bad.
I was kind of leaning towards that
Porridge is
too.
good. I like it.
The dodo omelet. I want to do that one next. This duck egg omelet with like sweet katsu sauce, sweet tomato katsu sauce. I'm leaning towards either B or A, probably. Have you had katsu sauce?
No.
It's like kind of like a sweet sauce, but here, let me see if I can pull it up.
Literally won by inting Parthis Gaming.
Oh, that's the wrong window. Or that's the wrong display. It's this stuff.
Oh yeah.
Rain has had it. What tier would you put this in, Rain? The duck egg omelet with like tomato tonkatsu sauce.
I always do like omelets.
A tier. I was leaning towards like either high B or A. And omelets are good, and they have like goat milk duck egg omelet, and it comes with rice too. Like it has that stuff in the background that comes with it as well. It has like mushroom rice with, or like a bit of mushrooms, bit of rice. Ketchup in the rice, which is interesting. But then again, I'm guessing it's using the same sauce as the omelet itself. Yeah, that's that's going in A tier. Probably low A, because especially if some of the like croissants end up. Let's do Wildwood scrambled eggs. How are you feeling about this? I'm like, doesn't seem like too much special. I wouldn't put it higher than C tier. It's kind of just like sour cream scrambled eggs with sauteed mushrooms.
F tier. I hate mushrooms.
Honestly,
Wow.
I don't like mushrooms either.
Wow.
But like, I would still want to make it because sour cream scrambled eggs
I
do sound pretty
AFK
good.
for a bit, I'm taking above.
Wow, the mushrooms put you off that much. Okay,
I would bathe in mushrooms.
I'm putting this in D tier. Like, I would make it, but it's probably like the
Make it
lowest
and then
interest
just
to make.
Feed it to me instead.
Okay, I'll send it in the mail.
Okay, no, God, no. Those mushrooms. are garbage.
Exactly. Okay, the Oriental breakfast. It seems really good, but it also seems like a lot of effort for something that's like not really that special, because it's just like salmon, tamagoyaki, and like vegetables.
Well, it is what's special.
The tamagoyaki I would probably make, but like I'm not too interested in like going out of my way to make it over some of this other stuff. I'd probably put it like high C tier.
Exchange listening.
Although using sake on the seared salmon is something new. I'll put it in high C tier for now. Because also, like, I wouldn't really think of it as breakfast. It seems more of like a lunch or dinner. with like the salmon, like just with how it's presented. Since I'm here, the royal eggs. I'm leaning towards S tier for this. Because, like, sushi quality smoked salmon with, like, poached eggs and hollandaise sauce. That just sounds awesome. So I cannot be convinced otherwise. Like, I'm definitely going to try and make this at some point. Now, on the other side of the salmon stuff, salmon breakfast, is the salmon muffins. I am not a huge fan of avocado, especially with how much avocado they seem to use in this. Like, but the cheese sauce does look really good. I imagine if I got, like, good avocado, it would be pretty good with this. So I'm thinking maybe low A tier. Ooh, but above or below the dodo omelet? I'm thinking below, definitely. Because it's good, but it's like, dodo omelet looks good. And then next up, of course, the farmer's breakfast, the thumbnail. I think this is easy A tier. Because, like, meat, egg... Maybe low A tier, but... Probably... Ooh, but above or below salmon muffin? Probably above salmon muffin, below dodo omelet. And then, of course, the last two seem more like desserts than a breakfast, but the almond cream croissants. These look so good. Like, I would probably put these in... I'm putting one of these in S tier. It's just which one I want to, like... Because I could make these the simple recipe. And it would be a lot easier. But, I don't know, the challenge of the EX trial is definitely enticing. I'm probably not going to put this one, the EX trial, in S tier. I'll probably... Because this is like interest tiers of like which ones I would make first. So these ones probably going just after the royal eggs. This one probably going somewhere down here. And that's our tiers for breakfast. Okay, so now back to reading. I'm probably going to skip the appetizers for now, just to keep pace moving along a little bit, because I want to get to some of the... Actually, here, let's look in the table of contents just to see where the sections are. So we have appetizers, breads, soups and stews, main dishes, sides, desserts, and drinks. I kind of want to look at drinks, honestly. Because that's one of the sections I've looked in a little bit. Mole loaf, that's not drinks. Pizza. Okay. Nope, too far. Okay. The drink section. Crimson cider. Now, I'm going to be hard to impress here because there are a lot of types of drinks I don't like. Like, I'm not a huge fan of tea. I'm not a huge fan of anything fizzy. So like sodas and stuff as recipes. But we have the crimson cider. I do like that they make a lot of their drinks in saucepans. That is, that speaks to me very well. Because I like baking drinks in saucepans. This is what it looks like. It's a ginger tea from the looks of it. Oh, and then you can make like different varieties, like the Alamegan and Doman variety, where you add yeah. So this, I mean, you can tell from the picture, it's fizzy. So this one probably gonna go a D tier. Probably not gonna make it. Doman tea. Okay, I have to read this one. Okay, look. This tea here is the best. Yes, it is. It's got tasty persimmons, some good ginger, but the green tea is just the best. Very refreshing, very good, very Gilhan. I love drinking this tea. It's great. Did I mention the persimmons? Oh, I mean persimmons. Oh, did I mention the permissions? Oh, I mean the persimmons. Yes, persimmons. And the green tea, don't forget that. Ask Gilhan to write the introduction before he drinks the tea next time. There's no alcohol, but Namazu don't handle their tea well. Namazu after drinking, or Gilhan after drinking the tea. Ginger, cinnamon, persimmons, beet sugar, water, and green tea. That actually looks really good. If Gilhan likes it so much, then clearly I will too. And then espresso campana. I heard all about the Warrior of Light visiting Matoya's cave, so I wanted to sneak in and take a peek for myself. I had no idea I would run into one of my favorite scions, Yustola, good taste, relaxing with a book and hot beverage. I wanted to sneak up and get a closer look, but as I approached, Yustola looked right at me. I've never been spotted before while sneaking, Kupo. I panicked and asked her what she was drinking. She chuckled at me and offered me some espresso, then went back to her studies. It's heavy cream, sour cream, powdered sugar, vanilla extract, and espresso. It's actually pretty simple, and I might actually like that. I'm not usually a huge fan of espresso, but vanilla is easy way to get me to like something. Like, just add vanilla extract. Like, you got fucking medium rare steak, add some vanilla extract to that. I'll love it, definitely. That's how it works. High elixir with potions. I do like that these are like actual cocktails. Rosemary sprig, curacao, gin, triple sec, a lot of stuff that I don't know. Would definitely be fun to try though. And then of course, the hot cocoa, the hot chocolate. I mean, just look at that. It's so fancy. They make their hot cocoa in a saucepan, of course, like any cultured person. They use oat milk, maple syrup, cardamom, as along with cocoa powder and chopped dark chocolate in a saucepan and melted and stirred like that is just my thing. With salted as well. Salted hot cocoa. Like, it's slept on, but it's good. And then Ishgardian tea. Oh my god. Creamy tea. Creamy tea, yes. Oh, very creamy tea. Both oat milk and almond milk. Maple syrup, cinnamon. Oh, okay. Never mind, I'm making this tea first before the other one. And then lemonade. Oh, look at that glass. That's a cool glass. How do they make... Okay, they added honey syrup to it to differentiate it. Which I think they actually say that they add like honey to their lemonade instead of a sugar in the item description, which is awesome.
Yeah.
Ari returns
Hello. Yeah, Beauty was
from the dead.
talking.
Yeah, you missed me going over some cool drinks like hot chocolate. Look at it.
Yummy.
Oat milk, heavy cream, maple syrup, cardamom, salted, along with both cocoa powder and chopped dark chocolate. Made in a saucepan, of course, like any cultured being. Doman tea. I don't know if you like tea or not. You seem like you'd like tea.
I do.
This one's a ginger tea. And then this one over here, the Ishgardian tea that I might actually like because it's very creamy. Matcha! Hey, Rain. Look,
Yum.
it's matcha. Oh no, matcha was your bat, Ari. Right?
Yes.
Yeah. Real picture of your bat
Little
trying to
original bat.
steal a vase by hiding in it.
It's a cooking pot.
No vase. I will cook in a vase.
You could try.
Oat milk, honey, matcha powder, not water. I haven't actually tried matcha. This is gonna be a hard tier list to make for the drinks because there's so many stuff I just haven't tried. I am glad that there has only been like one fizzy drink so far. Mulled tea. Cinnamon, ginger, cloves, Assam tea. Hey, Ratlos. We are just going over books, or over drinks at the end of the book because I wanted to hop around a little. Pixie berry tea. Ooh. This doesn't look like something...
They're doing some Glühwein.
This probably doesn't look like something I would like because it looks fizzy, but... Yeah, carbonated water. Easy D tier. Warm wine. That looks nice. Well, thank Cred.
But it's basically Glühwein. More or less.
Orange, cherries, cloves, cinnamon, star anise, along with red wine and cherry juice. I don't know if I would really like this because it's very heavy in cherry, and I am not a fan of cherry.
But there are no recipes for that out there.
And then the X potion, probably also fizzy, but lavender as an ingredient. With citrus juice, gin, Moscato. I don't know. A little orange. Oh, and it has like an index at the back of like what is vegetarian, vegan, gluten free. Look at the little thing, little creature. Okay. I will probably skip out on the tier list for the drinks because, I mean, it's pretty much like just lemonade, Ishgardian tea, and hot cocoa, and then everything else is like, yeah, probably not gonna make it unless like I have a reason to. Oh, this espresso does look kind of nice though. Okay. I have already been going for an hour. Good God. Sure, we'll go back to sides. Shawanmushi. Oh. What is this? It's a pudding. It's like a... That's interesting. I don't really know what this would be like, so I don't really have a point of reference. It has chicken pieces. What? Cheese risotto. Can never go wrong with cheese and risotto. Chicken broth, rosemary, garlic. Do they have garlic in Eorzea?
Yeah.
Because I don't think I've seen reference to it, like, ever.
I think I saw it, or I saw it mentioned, but I don't remember where. Somewhere in the Cookie quest line.
Because, like, I know, like, they have allegories for, like, a lot of common ingredients. Like, I know,
I think there is something called Galean garlic.
Oh, that would make sense, yeah. In Endwalkers, we go to Garlemald, just so that way the Warrior of Light can get garlic.
Reason enough.
Yeah. We're gonna finish the war with Garlemald, just so that way I can finish my Culinarian quest line. Can't believe Ari squandered my dreams of leveling Culinarian.
Why? What?
Because I was like, I want to level Culinarian when I started playing, and then you're like, no, you should play the story first. And I'm like, okay. And you were right, but also fucked up. I thought this said I am bald. Like I am baldy. I'm in a baldy. I have no clue what this is, but it looks good. Eggplant. Oh, it's like stuffed eggplant.
Ah, filled aubergines.
Filled with garlic,
I saw something
tomato,
like that.
tomato. This definitely looks interesting. Slice each Italian eggplant. It's specifying it. Mashed potatoes. Hey Ari, for you.
What? Mashed potatoes. Yes.
No, mashed potatoes.
You're a popoto?
Kinda, yeah. It really is just mashed potatoes. I will make this and eat it just for you.
Good.
Mushroom satay. F tier mushrooms.
Yeah.
How to make Ari suffer in one easy step. Popotos au gratin. Okay, actually, this looks really good. I don't know what this is, but it looks like
Good.
caramelized onions with like it's like a creamy onion potato bake. It's like a baked potato but spread out. Yo!
Ratatouille.
Let's fucking go! Ratatouille. The movie. When are we gonna watch Ratatouille?
Never.
Farewell. I'm afraid I cannot be friends with someone who doesn't want to watch Ratatouille. Fuck, where was I? I think this is in the sides. Oh, no, I was in the sides, right? That's appetizers. My voice is already starting to go scream.
You read the chapter after the drinks chapter, whatever that is.
Oh no, I skipped to drinks. Oh, sides is after main dishes.
Ah.
There we go. Mushroom satay. There's only one more, I think. Yeah, the spinach satay. I didn't actually read Ratatouille. I was just Ratatouille, and that uses eggplant, zucchini. Okay. Just vegetable dish with funky sauce. Look, it's them. They're there. Creature. Little baby. Little baby. I don't know, like, just squish.
They do squish when they jump around.
Real picture of Ari. Little mushroom. What if Ari was a mushroom?
statue would be sad.
Why?
Because nobody eats there anymore.
No. Chocobo cake. And Koopo nuts. Okay, I have to see what's in here. Chocobo cake. Asterisk. Where does it have an asterisk? This recipe does not have an equivalent in-game item. Fucked up. We can't eat chocobo cake. Good God, that looks so good, though. That looks very similar to a kind of cake that I make pretty often, actually. It's, yeah, like with whipped cream frosting, strawberries. Yeah. Now, there's a kind of cake that I learned to make in German class called Schwarzwälder Erdbeertorte, which was effectively just Black Forest cherry cake, but with cherries replaced with strawberries. And it was basically just this, but with chocolate cake instead of vanilla. And it's good. It's very tasty.
Like Kirschtorte is gut, yeah.
Chocobo cake. Fucked up. There's no chocobo cake in-game. Dango. There it is. And there's her. Kodo, definitely.
Hmm.
Koopo nuts! Let's go. Here they are. For you to enjoy. Magria and I have quite the culinary cruise around Heidelin, but she never stops talking about Koopo nuts, yes. Anytime we find any, she eats them before I get to try them, so I decided to make my own Koopo nut recipe instead. I based all the flavors and textures on the way Magria talks about Koopo nuts, so I am most certain, most positive, that these taste just like the real thing. What even are they? They're like, I know they're covered with nuts. Are they just nut balls? They're just nut balls. This recipe does not have an equivalent in-game item. Johan, what are all these ingredients, Koopo? Koopo nuts are just Koopo nuts. No. Yield 18 to 20 balls. I'm having too much fun with this.
Ball.
You are a ball.
True.
Princess, oh holy crap, that looks good. Chocolate pudding. Those are big cookies. Little guy, little creature. Friend. Baby behemoth. Yep, is but a nut ball. Potentially, there's a chance. I'm just gonna give up on the tier list bit because it'll take too long. Because this is a big book. Like, it's a lot more substance to it. Crab croquette. That looks good. Deviled eggs, yo. What's Ari's opinion on deviled eggs so I can know whether I need to murder you or not?
I like them.
Good. You live another day. I'm actually surprised. I thought you hated mayonnaise. Silence. How do these differ? Sardines optional. They use fish sauce in it. I actually have fish sauce. It's really good. I like to use it in some things. Especially curry. I use it in curry a lot. Forced kebab. Tomatoes, peppers, and mushrooms. I bet Ari would like this recipe. It looks like something she would like. Roasted veggies and mushrooms. On kebab.
Yes.
Ooh, this looks good. Sushi with mushrooms in it. This is just designed for Ari. With Myron. Direct GMO. Griffin. At peyote. It's like lamb jerky with garlic, soy, and Worcestershire. Meat kebab or meat kebab. Peppercorns, ginger, duck, and then tomatoes and peppers. Potato salad. Actually, this is just mashed potatoes, but salad. It's got mayonnaise in it for you.
Good.
Sandwich basket. This looks so good. Tiny little art bird. Little Mr. Man. These actually look really good. What kind of... I have egg salad sandwich, lettuce sandwich, and then roast beef and horseradish sandwich. Honestly, I want to try making some of these sandwiches. They look really good. Step salad. Ooh. This looks good. Everything in this book looks so good. What the fuck? It's not fair. I can't make all of it.
White stuff.
Radish, maybe? Daikon radish?
Yeah, maybe.
I don't think it's scallions. Yo, this tuna. Tuna kebab. Bacon bread. That is so good. Oh, it was lotus fruit, was the white stuff. I learned this recipe for bacon bread while training at the Bismarck, but why is it patterned into the shape of wheat? I'm still learning new things about cooking every day, yes, but I was certain that bacon was not grown from the ground. I wanted to ask the head chef, but the last time I asked a bad question, he made me do all the dishes. I think it's best I take his word for it. What if you made bread from ground bacon?
I would cry.
Cornbread? What's different about their cornbread? Not a whole lot. Seems pretty standard. Honey, buttermilk, cornmeal. Yeah, just standard cornbread. Honey muffin. Ooh. Honey muffin looks good. Crumble. I love that they actually had the recipe for the Ishgardian muffins that was used in the salmon muffin recipe. Wait, so is Ishgard England then? So we have Lanacha is France, Ishgard is Britain. Ooh, that's some hefty looking bread. Knight's bread. Walnut bread. Maple cream. Soups and stews. Oh, that is something. It's a lot of ingredients. Kalstinen. Inflatable ring chocobo.
Let's see.
That's actually adorable. Once again, Magria commits a little bit of crime, stealing a bowl. Exquisite beef stew. Beef chunk. Creature! That's you.
Yes. Oh my god, what the heck is that?
Right? Yeah, it's 100% alright.
Hey, Dig, you are here. Hello.
Hi.
Miso soup with tofu. I've never actually made miso soup. This could be fun to try sometime. Odin. Ooh.
That
Oh no, that is soup. I can see the liquid in there. Cloudy rice water. Or a bun stew. We're kind of on like the second half of the stream where my voice is starting to go, and so is my patience. We read through a bunch of recipes earlier, a lot more in depth, and did like the ranking thing, but
Gotcha.
there are just so many recipes here. I will zoom out.
How long have you been streaming?
Hour and a half now.
Ah, yeah, that is a big cookbook then.
Yeah, like we did read a bit of the stuff at the end, but like there's so much here. Dumpling stew. Actually looks good. Then the sky. Oh my god. This looks like a Thai stew almost. Although I guess it is just a cream stew. And the main dishes. I think this is the last section. Yep, last section.
I need to play Final Fantasy XIV sometime.
You should. It has a free trial up to level 60, including the critically acclaimed Heavensward expansion.
You really should. It's fun.
I've heard many times. Just don't have the time.
Yeah, and it is very much a big time investment. This looks like an omelet. It is notably not an omelet.
How do you pronounce that? Bonzio?
I think so.
Show.
Bancho. Got it.
Bonsho?
Shoe. X is like a sh.
Bonshu, gotcha.
Battered fish is what Gyohan is about to be when I'm done with him.
Good.
Gyohan is the little fish guy that's writing most of is like going around finding the recipes.
Gotcha.
He's a little fish guy. And I'm gonna kick him into the stratosphere.
Oof. He's just getting your recipes, man.
Yeah. But also he's like a little guy and he looks like I should kick him very hard.
This gives me unofficial confirmation that it's okay to kick you then.
Yeah. Amp is a little creature that you can punt.
Gotcha.
You needed that confirmed?
Battered fish. It's just fish and chips.
No.
Ooh, cayenne on the fries though. That sounds good. Oh, and on the batter as well. Ooh. Bascala or something. They have very few pastas. This looks really good. Then again, all the pastas they have would be in the main dishes, of course.
What's in there?
It's mushrooms, bacon, lot of mushrooms. Heavy cream with Parmesan sauce. So yeah, cream sauce with a lot of mushrooms. Real picture of Ari right here.
Yes.
Ooh.
Oh, I like
Creamy
that.
salmon
Yeah.
pasta.
God, yeah. I snuck, like, I saw this by accident in the table of contents, even though I was trying not to read the table of contents, and I've been waiting to see it, because, like, oh my god. Creamy pasta and salmon pasta and creamy salmon pasta are, like, my top 3 things. Yeah, I'm making this one, definitely. Like, it's one of the first ones I'm making. Deep fried oakiness. Pork chop. Maybe I can finally make a pork chop I like, because we only ever make, like, shake and bake pork chops, and I grew sick of those a decade ago. Mole loaf.
Not my cat.
Ground lamb
No.
with panko and and the tonkatsu sauce is like, but it's more bitter this time instead of sweet. Yeah, that looks good. I'd make that. Pan fried mahi mahi. I think have this item. Oh yeah, that's the cool thing is, like, almost all of these are, like, from items in the game, and the actual, like, item descriptions on the food items in game
Yeah.
are so good. Like, yeah. Like,
Wouldn't they call it? Is it called mahi mahi in the game too?
yep, these are all of the actual item names from items in the
okay.
game.
Because mahi mahi is a real creature. I'm
Yeah.
surprised. I thought it would be like some kind of fantasy creature.
And, like, there's I've actually made one of these before, just from, like, inspired from the item description in the game. I passed it. Yeah, the Ishgard salmon muffins.
Ooh.
Yeah. Mine didn't look nearly this good. It was just kind of like frozen mashed avocado with, like, seared frozen salmon with a slice of, like, provolone instead of fresh salmon, fresh avocado, and, like, a very nice ricotta cheese sauce. But
To be fair, it is. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
I said, to be fair, it is really hard to make food look good.
Mm-hmm. Mahi fillets with lemon butter broth. Yeah. Pizza. Ooh, that's some nice looking pizza.
Small pizza. It's good though.
Yeah. Of course, Alvino and Alize would be the ones eating pizza. Although, I don't know, I could see Thancred eating pizza too. I could see Thancred being a pizza guy. Actually, which one was Thancred on? I think it was one of the drinks, wasn't it? Yeah, the warm wine. Then look at this little guy. I missed him. God, all the scions are in like the drinks section. Yep, that is just a pizza recipe. Just a very nice looking pizza recipe. Oh my god,
The
look
slices of pizza.
how thick the edge is.
That's the kind of pizza I like. Thick crust. Those.
Yeah, I like thick crust, but not deep dish. Or like
Oh, okay.
this, honestly, where it's like it could be a deep dish, but it's just like it doesn't go too far.
Gotcha.
Pork kakuni. Pork belly with gingers and sauce. Rare roasted beef. What kind is it? Oh, it's gravy. Seems pretty standard, just with like a bunch of specific spices and stuff on it.
Yum.
Yeah. Actually, what do they do for their gravy? Okay, just beef broth. Butter. Ooh. Turkey. I'm getting duck. They use a lot of duck in this book, which is kind of cool.
I like it.
Stuffed cabbage roll. Ooh, with a tomato sauce? What's it stuffed with? With ground lamb. Ooh. I might have to make this one. This one looks good. Like tomato sauce on pretty much any recipe involving tomato sauce looks good to me, but quiche. This looks like it has oysters in it. Yeah, oyster. And that's oyster mushrooms. Oh, that's shallots. Which are not that. Okay, never mind. It's just mushrooms and stuff then. Yeah, looks good. Now back to sides. Alright. That is the book. I will go through the table of contents and probably pick out a few recipes that I will... It's a great serpent! Look at him! He's there! I missed him the first time coming through. So, of course, the royal eggs are definitely up there as a recipe that I want to make. These things. Smoked salmon with poached eggs and hollandaise sauce. In appetizers, the deviled eggs would definitely be an obvious pick, but I mean they're just deviled eggs with like a little bit of lemon and fish sauce with it. Probably a more interesting thing to do would be the actually, what would my most interesting pick here be? I know these, like, some of them mikebabs look nice. This sushi roll looks really nice. It's like mushroom and fish in it. The sandwich basket has some really nice looking sandwiches in it, like the roast beef and horseradish sandwich. I think the tuna mikebab is probably my most interesting, like, different pick for the appetizers. For the breads, I don't know, the bacon bread looks really good. I really want to try making the bacon bread. The stews. Either the this stuff looks good, but it also looks intimidating. Either the miso soup, because it looks really good. Or the Sky Builders stew, because cream stews are very good in my books.
Looks very delicious.
Yeah. Main dishes, obviously although the creamy salmon pasta is kind of the obvious one. Like of course, if I was gonna pick one, it would be the creamy salmon pasta. But that one's pretty standard. If I want to go for interesting, the Bassaiola does look like a nice, interesting pick in the main dishes. Although a lot of the ones in main dishes are kind of simple. The pizza does look good. And the pork chop also looks good. The stuffed cabbage roll would be my most interesting in the main dishes one, probably. Then in sides, that one's kind of raw. That one's tricky. There's probably the cheese risotto is like the obvious pick. Can't go wrong with cheese risotto. I think most interesting, I would have to go with... Ooh, I'm actually torn between the papados al gratin and the imam beildi. This one's like stuffed eggplants. And then this is like creamy potato bake with caramelized onion. So one of those two. The desserts, so much good stuff here. I haven't actually properly read through a lot of them, but like apple strudel looks good. Cheese souffle, actually, I want to read this one. It's
Cute critter there.
yeah, little guy. This one would be really fun to make, like a nice sponge cake. It's like halfway between cheesecake and like sponge cake. The chocobo cake is an obvious pick. It's just very solid, like vanilla strawberry tort. The coffee biscuit actually looks really good. I want to try making this because I haven't made something like this. They're biscuits, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Which is basically just cookies, but soft and crumbly.
Gotcha.
I imagine I wouldn't have a very hard time convincing some of my family to try making these as well. Dango, obviously.
Oh, hey, that's in Monster Hunter as well. Delicious.
Mm-hmm. The dango actually has story relevance in Final Fantasy XIV, which is cool. And I will not elaborate on that. Koopo nuts, let's go.
Didn't we already see this one?
Yeah, I know, but I'm always excited whenever I come across it. I'm going through the whole book again, just like kind of picking out what the most interesting recipes of each section are. They're just nut balls. What is papanasi? It's like a donut, I guess. Oh yeah, they are just donuts. With like a sour cream sauce and jam. And berry jam. That could be fun. I think I have to go with this one though. Like this, like dark chocolate pudding with like ganache,
Princess
dark
pudding.
chocolate filling. Yeah, this one's just. I'm making this one at some point. Cheesecake, pretty standard. These also look interesting. The sesame cookies, they look big.
Little behemoth.
Yeah. So yeah, princess pudding for desserts. The drinks. There's a lot of stuff that I just haven't tried the ingredients for, so it's hard to it's hard to contextualize, but also there's a lot of, some of them are fizzy, and I know I won't like fizzy stuff, so like this one, obviously out. Not a huge fan of tea, but I might try some of them. Like this is a nice ginger persimmon tea. Nice creamy espresso. They have some alcoholic drinks in here as well. From like
their
they made the potions.
items.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I have to go with their hot cocoa recipe at some point. Like I'm gonna make that pretty soon, I think, because it looks so good. It's like they use oat milk, heavy cream, maple syrup, cardamom. They salt it, which not a lot of cocos do. And they use both cocoa powder and chopped dark chocolate in it. And it's like, it's so good. They also make their lemonade with honey. They also use sugar in it as well, but which isn't entirely accurate to the game because they only use honey in the game, just lemon, honey, water.
And this honey didn't get the exact right taste in real life.
Because sugar, I'm guessing they do have sugar in Eorzea. I'm guessing it's similar to like how it was in older times in our world, where it's just very expensive.
Gotcha.
I think for most interesting that I want to make, though, I have to go with the Ishgardian tea. Very nice, creamy, green and black tea. And matcha and mulled tea. This is definitely fizzy, so that's a big note. I'm not a huge fan of cherries, so I probably won't try it. But it does look kind of good, like cherry red wine. Then the X potion, which is gin, Moscato. Yeah.
Drink it to cure all wounds.
Funnily enough, the potions in 14 aren't like incredibly potent compared to like the turn-based Final Fantasy games, because they're mostly just designed to like give you a little bit of an extra boost to make high-end content more viable.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So yes. Oh yeah, and then of course there's the I'm a little sad that there's only the one Minstrel's Ballad one. But there's at the beginning, the almond cream croissants. And then the next recipe is the Minstrel's Ballad almond cream croissants, which is essentially like the extreme version, because the game has like Minstrel's Ballad versions of a lot of their trials that are like the harder, like extreme versions of them. And so they have this, like the simple almond cream croissant recipe, and then the super hard one. And I really want to try making this at some point, but that's going to be a very rough recipe to do. It's got like phases and everything.
Yeah, it looks complex.
Oh, phase 4 is just continue on the previous recipe. From a certain point. So it technically is more than one page. Like, it technically is longer than this page because it goes back to this page.
Oh, jeez.
This one looks so good. The dodo omelet. It's like duck eggs with rice with like a very like sweet tomato tonkatsu sauce. This is another one I'm making at some point. Okay. Well, that is all for reading for now.
Okay.
Thank you very much for hanging out, everyone. I will probably be playing 14 in a little bit. But I need to take a break and drink some water because my voice is killing me.
It's all good.
So yeah.
Thank you for streaming. It was wonderful.
Yep.
And your voice is very cute.
Yeah.
Thank you for streaming.
Okay. I will turn off stream.